You're listening to Cosmos FM on WNYE 91.5 and streaming live at www.cosmosfm.org. This program is paid for by the Greek American Educational Public Information System, Incorporated. We'd like to remind you that the opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the Cosmos FM staff, producers, volunteers, or the GAEPI's Board of Directors.
Your journey into the heart and soul of Greece. And now, member-supported Hellenic Public Radio Cosmos FM 91.5, a bilingual Greek-American radio program coming to you every day through WNYE 91.5 FM. From the Demetrius and Georgia Kaloidis Broadcasting Studios to the greater New York area and worldwide through cosmosfm.org. Our programs air Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 p.m., Saturdays from noon to 3:30 p.m., and Sunday mornings from 9 to 1:30 p.m.
Είμαι ο Αντώνης Παπαδημητρίου, είμαι ο πρόεδρος του Ιδρύματος Ωνάση. Είναι υποχρέωση της παροικίας να στηρίξει αυτόν τον τύπο, γιατί αποτελεί το συνεκτικό δεσμό μας. Είναι πολύ σημαντικό να ακούμε στο ραδιόφωνο τη γλώσσα μας, να μαθαίνουμε τα νέα για τον πολιτισμό μας, για τη ζωή μας, για την Ελλάδα και για το τι κάνει η παροικία.
Cosmos FM.
Αν είναι κάτι που με κέρδισε σε σένα, κάτι που ήξερε πως να με ξεπερνάει, είναι αγάπη μου αυτή η επιμονή σου, μια αγάπη που έμαθε να μην τα παρατάει.
Αν είναι κάτι που μου είπε να διαλέξω, ούτε τα λόγια σου είναι, ούτε η ομορφιά, μ' αυτή η υπέροχη τρελή επιμονή σου, πως είναι κρίμα εμείς να ζούμε χωριστά. Αχ, να ξέρεις τη δύναμη μου δίνει δύναμη σου, σαν λες όλα θα γίνουνε κι ακούω τη φωνή σου, σαν λες όλα θα γίνουνε κι ακούω τη φωνή σου. Αχ, να ξέρεις τη δύναμη μου δίνει δύναμη σου. Που με κράτησε απ' τα ξένα, αυτό το φως που δεν υπάρχει σ' άλλη γη, κι αυτή η αγάπη μου η ίδια επιμονή σου, να μοιραστούμε αυτά τα σύννεφα μαζί, να μοιραστούμε αυτή τη θάλασσα μαζί. Αχ, να ξέρεις τη δύναμη μου δίνει δύναμη σου, σαν λες όλα θα γίνουνε κι ακούω τη φωνή σου, σαν λες όλα θα γίνουνε κι ακούω τη φωνή σου. Αχ, να ξέρεις τη δύναμη μου δίνει δύναμη σου. Αυτή ατέλειωτη γλύκα σου πως με τραβάει, να ξέρεις, να περπατήσω δίπλα σου με θάρρος στη ζωή. Αυτή ατέλειωτη η δίψα σου για τη ζωή στο άγνωστο, τι μου έχει δώσει να ξέρεις και που να φανταστείς. Αγάπη μου τρελή, να με ζητάς μη κουραστείς. όλα θα γίνουνε κι ακούω τη φωνή σου. Αχ, να ξέρεις τη δύναμη μου δίνει η δύναμη σου. Η επιμονή σου.
Dear friends, kalispera. My name is Ioanna Giannopoulos, and going to keep you a little company today. Our phone number here is 718-204-8900. The reason that I'm starting with a telephone number is because we're in the middle of our spring membership drive. It's important that you call and support this radio station, the only one left in New York City and the tri-state area on FM radio. And with your support, we can keep it going. Tonight, we have a very special interview on the occasion of Women's History Month. Dr. Despoina Afentouli interviewed award-winning theater director Ioanna Giannopoulos about Seven, a theater documentary on extraordinary women and human rights. And I know that a lot of extraordinary women are listening to us tonight. And stay tuned. Give us a call at 718-204-8900. We'll go to community announcements and then the interview with Dr. Afentouli and Ioanna Giannopoulos.
Support for Cosmos FM is made possible by the support of our members and contributions from... At Investors Bank, one of our goals is helping businesses grow. Whether your company needs an equipment loan, line of credit, or real estate financing, Investors Bank can help. Because our lending decisions are made locally, our bankers can respond quickly with financing solutions to meet your company's needs. 855-I-BANK-4-U or online at myinvestorsbank.com. Investors Bank, banking in your best interest. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS ID number 41179.
Hellenic Public Radio, Cosmos FM, is celebrating 35 years of community service. Join us Monday, March 7th, and support your only bilingual radio program, broadcasting 7 days a week for the benefit of the tri-state area and beyond. Cosmos FM also connects you digitally worldwide on cosmosfm.org, as well as most popular radio platforms. Cosmos FM preserves and promotes our Hellenic heritage and proudly passes it on to the next generation of Greek Americans. The strengthening of this Hellenic voice depends on your financial support. Call us at 718-204-8900 or visit www.cosmosfm.org and support Cosmos FM, your radio voice.
The American Hellenic Institute announces the Hellenic Heritage Achievement and National Public Service Awards Dinner, honoring the 48th anniversary of the American Hellenic Institute, on Saturday, March 19th at the Capitol Hilton in Washington, D.C. For more information, visit www.ahiworld.org. The Hellenic American Association for Professionals in Finance Young Professionals Group invites you to join them for their happy hour on Thursday, March 24th at 6 p.m. at Marathi, 200 Church Street in Manhattan. For more information and to RSVP, visit www.haba.org.
Ενημέρωση, πολιτισμός, ψυχαγωγία. Κόσμος FM. Ακούτε Κόσμος FM ζωντανά από τα στούντιο Καλοειδή στην Αστόρια.
Hello and welcome to Cosmos FM. This is Despoina Afentouli, and today we'll be talking about Seven, a documentary theater piece on extraordinary women from across the globe who work for human rights. Our guest today is an award-winning theater director who is an American of Greek descent. Since 2018, she is the Juilliard School Director of Drama and the first woman director of the Drama Division. She was teaching the practice of acting and directing at the Yale School of Drama and was a resident director at the Yale Repertory Theatre for about 20 years. Other credits include productions at Lincoln Center Theatre, Manhattan Theatre Club, Dallas Theatre Center, Denver Center, and Portland Stage. She was a Princess Grace Foundation Fellowship receiver and was awarded the foundation's prestigious statuette. She was also awarded a Princess Grace Foundation Works in Progress residency. She is the president of the executive board of the Stage Directors and Choreographers Society. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome to our show Mrs. Ioanna Giannopoulos. Ioanna, thank you so much for having me in your office at Juilliard School in Manhattan.
It's very nice to be with you.
So please tell us more about the documentary theater Seven. What is this play about?
The play was born out of a group of women that were working with Vital Voices, which is a non-governmental organization that Hillary Clinton actually started when she was First Lady. And the idea of the organization is to support women throughout the world, and that those women support other women, and that those women support other women and support other women. So Carol Mack, Susan Yankowitz, Anna Devere Smith, and other playwrights went out and each interviewed a woman who was working for human rights in some ways. And there was Musa Kua, who is a Cambodian opposition parliamentarian, Inez McCormack, who helped broker the agreement between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. There were women who worked for human rights in Afghanistan, in Russia, the first battered women's shelters and women's hotlines, Guatemalan senator. So all of these women were interviewed. Their interviews were interwoven into a theater piece, and we took it actually around the world to raise awareness about the work that women were doing and the work that still needed to be done.
So we have 7 cities, 7 women. What inspired you most about these 7 stories?
Well, I think that these particular women not only were helping others, but they were, many of them were under threat of death from political forces in their home countries who didn't want them to do the work that they were doing. The battered women's husbands didn't want them helping them. The government in Afghanistan was worried that they were distributing propaganda in the midwifery kits that they were giving. So these were women who really put themselves on the line to help other women. So these were very inspiring stories, and we took them to various venues all over the world, from London to New Delhi to Deauville in France, plus Washington, New York, Boston. And it was very exciting to see the impact that storytelling can have on people's lives. And we got to meet the real women on whose stories this piece was based. And it was a very wonderful time in my life as we were working on this piece. And now it's been published, and the piece is being done in colleges and universities and also in community theaters all over the world. And there have been male parliamentarians in certain countries playing these roles. It's been a great vehicle to talk about the work that still needs to be done to ensure that human rights are respected throughout the world.
Is it just about human rights or about gender equality issues?
Well, I think that they're operating off of that women's rights are human rights, and that when women and communities are respected and strong, that whole communities thrive, and when the opposite is the case, the opposite is the case. So, but there were particularly women's stories in terms of human trafficking, in terms of domestic abuse, and in other cases, economic issues as well.
And would like to ask you whether you've noticed that women face the same problems no matter where they live in the world.
I think that there are different degrees of problems. I think there's certain issues that are particular to certain countries, but I think that there are a lot of hidden issues that pervade internationally. I mean, I think when you think of the United States, you don't think of human trafficking, but of course that exists here as it exists in other countries. And that there are women's reproductive rights are under attack in this country as they are in other countries. There's domestic abuse in this country. There's political corruption in this country. And hopefully there's the force for good to try to overcome some of these things.
So how current are these issues? Why did you decide to make a piece on extraordinary women about human rights?
I think the impulse was to tell these stories that have not been heard and to bring light to these women's work. And also on a very practical level, one of the things that the Vital Voices organization tries to do is to bring awareness to certain advocates' work in a way that will help keep them alive. And that if the international community is aware of their work, then they'll be less likely to be murdered in their own countries. I hate to put it that starkly, but that was the situation with some of these brave women.
Can you name them?
So, from Russia, Marina Pisklakova-Parker. From Cambodia, Musa Kua. From Guatemala, Annabella de Leon. From Northern Ireland, Inez McCormack, and she unfortunately passed away in 2013. But Farida Azizi from Afghanistan, Hafsat Abiola from Nigeria, and Mukhtar Mai from Pakistan. So these were the 7 women profiled.
How long did it take you to make that play?
Well, the piece was worked on by the writers before I was involved with the project. So they did these interviews, they made monologues, and then they worked involved with the project. So they did these interviews, they made monologues, and then they worked to interweave them. The final work with them in shaping the piece for the theater and for the tours that we took it on.
And what was the most challenging part while you were making 7, and how did you deal with it?
I guess the main thing in creating a piece like this was to get the proportion of the stories to balance so that you could follow these 7 women's stories through the piece, getting a chance to spend enough time with them to really get to know them, but also to find out how the stories were shared. And that's one of the things that I found in directing the piece, that even though these interviews were done separately, that it was really a conversation. It was a conversation about these women's shared challenges, about the danger they were in, the times that they felt that they couldn't go on and yet they did go on, and that there's a kind of a solidarity and a strength that comes from the numbers and from hearing that other people are doing the same kind of work. And, from the practical sharing of best practices to actually just the moral support.
What is the message you would like to convey to the audience through 7, actually?
Well, I think with 7 that we were trying to get people to be aware of what's going on throughout the world and to ask people to support these women and groups that support these women tangibly, through their own efforts in their own communities and through financial support to some of these organizations that are doing this important work for human rights.
May I ask if there were any men involved with this project?
There were the 7 original women, the 7 playwrights, the 7 actors, and me. And we occasionally had a male lighting designer, and we also had women lighting designers. And we had a production coordinator who was also a woman, and Vital Voices was run quite primarily by women. But we always, the women themselves, when the real women, as we call them, the subjects of the play, spoke, they made it clear that men are very important in the struggle, and that having men as allies and men to speak up and men to support these things is very important, and that we can't do anything alone.
To have more balance in society, we need both, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You mentioned before that you've presented this play, 7, in many countries around the world, including New York. And I'd like to ask you whether you've presented this play in Greece or if you're planning to play this play to an open audience here in New York again.
Right now there aren't any plans for that, but I would love to continue the journey. But as I say, a lot of people are doing the play now that it's been published, and that's really wonderful.
What about Greece?
I would love to do it in Greece. Yes, if anybody wants us to do it in Greece, we will be there, definitely.
I'm a company man trying to earn my pay. I've sold my soul to the company way. Well, I make my rent, but little more, and what's left gets spent at the company store. Company man, I'm a company man. I do what I can, 'cause I'm a company man. Folks all giving me the evil eye when they see my company truck pass by. I'm just trying to make a living as best I can, but there ain't no mercy for a company man. Company man, I'm a company man. Gotta do what I can, 'cause I'm a company man. Well, the farmer gets sick and the fields turn to dust. When the poor soul croaks, the farm goes bust. When the widow can't keep up the payments, then that's when the company sends me in. Company man, I'm a company man. I take the company stand, 'cause I'm a company man. Out of the kitchen as fast as she can, little old lady with a frying pan. She puts a dent up beside my head, down in the dust and left for dead. And that's all she wrote for the company man. Yeah, I'm down in the dust with blood on my face, but there's always some fool bound to take my place. Always a company man. Company man, I'm a company man. Scramble my brains with a frying pan. So the widow keeps the farm for one more day, and I leave my family nothing but bills to pay. And I guess it won't be too long before another company man visits my front door. My front door. 'Cause now you see, I'm dead and poor, and my family's gonna sleep on the hard dirt floor of their very own Hoovertown mansion, the pension plan for many a retired company man. So God bless the company man. Woo! Company man. I'm a company man. Got a funeral to plan for the company man. A company man. I'm a company man. Gotta do what I can, 'cause I'm a company man. Gotta do what I can, 'cause I'm a company man.
And I'm back. 718-204-8900 is our number. I want to thank every one of you that have contributed so far. But I want to thank you that you're thinking about calling in and pledge. 718-204-8900. Our Vicky Tsavalias is out there and waiting for your call. Keep her busy. You got to get her busy. Now, we have some very special gifts that were given away as a token of our appreciation. It's not the value of the gifts, but it's something that will remind you of Cosmos FM on an everyday life. But I want to say that the money that we raised during these campaigns are just for the airtime of WNYE. The WNYE is owned by the city, but it's also renting the hours to us. That rent costs us about $10,000 every month. So, and that's why we do the two fundraisers twice a year to raise that fund. It's the biggest expense that we have. And so far, most of the times, most of our membership drives have been successful because of you. 718-204-8900. Just think about contributing at any amount. Some of you might think that, well, I can't afford $100, $500. It's okay. You can send in and contribute any amount that is comfortable for you. I would say $1 up to a few thousand. It's okay. Whatever is comfortable for you, we greatly appreciate your support. Now, we have those special gifts that I told you. At $50, you become a member, or you renew your membership and you get your membership card. At $100, you get your membership card and a notepad and a pen with our logo. So you can use it in your kitchen, in your office, in your pocketbook, anywhere you can. Now, for $120, which is only $20 more, you get the membership card, the notepad pen, and a handmade magnet with a Cosmos FM logo and a bottle of extra virgin olive oil. And at $250, and I'm not going to tire you with the rest, at $250 you get all of the above, 2 bottles of extra virgin olive oil and some special gifts. You can call in and ask Vicky. She knows exactly what they are. They're going to make you happy. They're going to relax you. So give us a call, 718-204-8900. And we have a grand raffle that will be, the winner will be announced on Sunday, the last day of the campaign, by 1:30. Anyone that calls in, either you contribute or not, of course we prefer that you contribute, we'll go into this raffle, and we'll, I guess, one of you will be the winner. And the prize is a portrait of Jesus at the age of 33. It's a portrait, not an icon. It's hand-painted by Henry Hoffman, 1824-1911. So you got to think that it's mostly at least 150 years old. It's donated by an anonymous friend, very anonymous for us, like in memory of Efcharis Vasiliki and Argyrios Tyrnas, and in memory of Stavroula Natsina and General Alexandros Natsinas. And If that is not enough, we have another grand gift. The grand gift will be given to anyone or any of you. You can be a good parea and contribute $15,000 or more. That is also donated by an anonymous donor to help support Cosmos FM. It's 1 week, listen to this, 1 week stay at a magnificent villa in Altomonte, Calabria. It's available for July 10th, from July 10th to July 17th. It has 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It sleeps 16 people, and if you have younger people, they can be added on as well. So think about it. If you cannot afford it by yourself, maybe you can get another 15 people to contribute $1,000 to Cosmos FM, and you can all go and enjoy that magnificent villa in a beautiful, beautiful Altomonte, Calabria. 718-204-8900. While I don't want to talk much more, while we're going back to the interview with Dr. Despoina Afentouli, think about how much Cosmos FM means to you and give us a call. 718-204-8900.
Welcome back to Cosmos FM. You're listening to our special program, which is devoted to Seven, a documentary theater piece on extraordinary women from across the globe who work for human rights. Our guest today is Ioanna Giannopoulos, an award-winning theater director who is an American of Greek descent. Since 2018, she is the Juilliard School Director of Drama and the first woman director of the Drama Division. She was teaching the practice of acting and directing at Yale School of Drama and was a resident director at Yale Repertory Theater for about 20 years. Other credits include productions at Lincoln Center Theater, Manhattan Theater Club, Dallas Theater Center, Denver Center, and Portland Stage. She was a Princess Grace Foundation Fellowship receiver and was awarded the Foundation's prestigious statuette. She was also awarded a Princess Grace Foundation Works in Progress residency. She is the president of the executive board of the Stage Directors and Choreographers Society. The music we are listening to on this program is by Ioanna Giannopoulos and her brother, Mike Giannopoulos. So, Ivan, what do you like most about theater directing?
I love taking a text and really getting to know it and how it operates and finding what the action of the piece is and what world the human beings are inhabiting and what needs to be in that world to make the action happen. And then collaborating with first designers to make that environment that the actors are going to act in, and then to work with actors to bring it to life. So I love everything about directing.
And what is the difference between theater directing and film directing?
I think there are many commonalities, but I think that there are different vocabularies. I mean, in the theater, you have to create focus in different ways. You can't tell the audience where they need to look. You may need to make sure that wherever they look leads them back to the center of the story. And in film, of course, you have much more capability for precision in terms of what the audience is going to focus on, and there are a lot of other technical things that you need to know. But I think they're both forms of storytelling. I haven't done very much film at all. I've just made a couple of pieces, but I'd like to do more of it. It's very exciting.
Have you ever performed in Greece?
No, I haven't. I haven't done any work in Greece.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, I would love to.
And you've been awarded as a director of new plays and classics, not only in New York, but also across the United States. How does it feel to win an award?
It's always wonderful to win an award, and I think it's always humbling because in any one year there are many strong productions, and I think a competition between artists doesn't make any sense because each piece is its own thing, has its own rules, and there can be many different types of excellence. But it's always gratifying to get your work recognized. And I've been happy to have the productions that I've done that were recognized, to feel that they were strong work, and just to know that there's other strong work that's not going to get recognized, but that you can't wait for an award to give you your feeling of self-worth.
So what are your future plans?
Well, I'm excited about the future of the drama division here at Juilliard and all the work that we're doing to develop the next generation of actors and playwrights. And I'm looking forward to continuing to work with my brother on Red Hen Guitar and some other pieces that we have. And who knows what the future will bring.
And would you like to send a message to the listeners of Cosmos FM?
Just to say that it's been wonderful to speak to you, and that I would encourage them to support women who are working for human rights, and apropos of our conversation about Seven, and also to support drama education for all levels, and that I encourage them, if they'd like to try being on stage, that it's a lot of fun and that you don't have to be a professional to enjoy the theater and to get the benefits of community that it brings. I think in our increasingly technological world, it's wonderful to be in a room and breathe the same air with other human beings. And the theater allows, from the ancient Greek times to today, for people to do that and gather in community, which we need so much right now.
So I would like to thank you so much for your beautiful story and for giving us so much information about theater.
Well, thank you. It was lovely to speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Evan. It's been a pleasure discussing with you.
Well, that's the end of our special program. You have just heard the well-accomplished American-born of Greek descent, theater director Ioanna Giannopoulos. And this is Despoina Afentouli. Thank you so much for listening to Cosmos FM. Γεια σας.
Hush, little baby, don't you fuss. The Sandman, he comes for all of us. He knows when you're weary and too tired to sleep, with a kiss on the forehead and a promise to keep. So hush, hush, baby, don't cry. Hush, hush, the Sandman is nigh. He's coming to help you to sleep, with a kiss on the forehead and a promise to keep. The Sandman is nigh. He's coming, he's coming. There's no need to weep.
And our number here is 718-204-8900. For your contributions, give us a call, and we'll go to the news and then get back for more regular programming.
You're listening to Cosmos FM on the air at 91.5 and streaming live on www.cosmosfm.org. We'd like to remind you that the opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the Cosmos FM staff, producers, volunteers, or the GAEPI's Board of Directors.
Και τώρα τα νέα από την Ελλάδα, την Αμερική και όλο τον κόσμο. Τα προγράμματα του Cosmos FM σας τα προσφέρουν μέλη του οργανισμού μας, καθώς και οι εταιρείες.
Η εκπομπή είναι μία προσφορά του United Brothers Fruit Market. Γωνία 30th Avenue and 33rd Street στην Αστόρια. Επισκεφτείτε το Juice Bar του United Brothers Fruit Market για φρέσκους ανάμεκτους χυμούς για ενέργεια και ευεξία. Για τους κρύους μήνες του χειμώνα μπορείτε να ζεσταθείτε με το παραδοσιακό Hot Apple Cider καθημερινά. United Brothers Fruit Market. Ανοιχτά όλο το 24ωρο, 7 μέρες την εβδομάδα με διαθέσιμο πάρκινγκ.
Homeric Tours προσφέρει ταξίδια και διακοπές στην Ελλάδα, Κύπρο, Ανατολική Μεσόγειο και Κεντρική Ευρώπη. Με γραφεία στο Μανχάταν, Αστόρια, Hicksville, Long Island, Stamford, Connecticut και στην Αθήνα. Homeric Tours 1-800-223-5570.
Χαίρετε κυρίες και κύριοι, είναι το δελτίο ειδήσεων του Sky με την Άννα Μαρούλη. Τρίμηνο πρόγραμμα μελετημένων παρεμβάσεων ύψους 1,1 δισεκατομμυρίου που θα ανακουφίσουν 3,2 εκατομμύρια ευάλωτους πολίτες, αλλά και τα νοικοκυριά με εισόδημα έως 30.000 ευρώ το χρόνο, ανακοίνωσε απόψε ο Πρωθυπουργός. Αναφερόμενος στα καύσιμα, προανήγγειλε μερική απορρόφηση των αυξήσεων με την κάλυψη μέρους της αύξησης για 180 λίτρα και ταυτόχρονα γενναία απορρόφηση στους λογαριασμούς ρεύματος. Παράλληλα, τα μέτρα θα αφορούν την τόνωση του εισοδήματος με ένα έκτακτο επίδομα στους χαμηλά αμοιβόμενους και τους χαμηλοσυνταξιούχους και τη στήριξη των οικογενειών με παιδιά. Ταυτόχρονα, ο Πρωθυπουργός ανακοίνωσε αξιοποίηση των εθνικών κοιτασμάτων φυσικού αερίου, τονίζοντας ότι για το ζήτημα αυτό θα υπάρξουν σύντομα ανακοινώσεις. Η εξειδίκευση των μέτρων στήριξης θα γίνει αύριο στις 8:30 το πρωί από τους συναρμόδιους υπουργούς. Πρώτη φορά Πρωθυπουργός εξαγγέλει μέτρα στήριξης μιλώντας για ψυχούλα, σχολίασε ο Αλέξης Τσίπρας. Έχει τουλάχιστον αυτογνωσία, πρόσθεσε ο ίδιος. Το κίνημα αλλαγής επισημαίνει ότι τα μέτρα της κυβέρνησης έρχονται με μεγάλη καθυστέρηση και δεν αρκούν για την αντιμετώπιση των δυσμενών συνεπειών της ενεργειακής κρίσης. Σύμφωνα με το Κομμουνιστικό Κόμμα Ελλάδας, το ελάχιστο αυτή τη στιγμή για να ανακουφιστούν οι εργαζόμενοι και τα λαϊκά στρώματα είναι μεταξύ άλλων η κατάργηση του ΦΠΑ και των ειδικών φόρων σε καύσιμα και άλλα είδη λαϊκής κατανάλωσης. Ανοιχτό το ενδεχόμενο για απευθείας συνομιλίες τις προσεχείς ημέρες μεταξύ των προέδρων της Ουκρανίας και της Ρωσίας για την κατάπαυση του πυρός άφησε ο Ουκρανός διαπραγματευτής Μιχαήλο Ποντολιάκ με δήλωσή του σε αμερικανικό δίκτυο. Όπως ανέφερε, δουλεύουμε πάνω σε κείμενα τα οποία οι πρόεδροι θα μπορούν να συζητήσουν και να υπογράψουν. Μάλιστα, όπως εκτίμησε, αυτό θα συμβεί σύντομα. Νωρίτερα, οι Financial Times αποκάλυπταν σχέδιο ειρηνευτικής συμφωνίας 15 σημείων για την Ουκρανία, επισημένοντας ότι οι δύο πλευρές έχουν σημειώσει σημαντική πρόοδο στις διαπραγματεύσεις. Πάντως, απόψε ο σύμβουλος του Ζελένσκι, Μιχαήλο Ποντολιάκ, σχολίασε πως οι Financial Times δημοσίευσαν προσχέδιο το οποίο αντιπροσωπεύει τη θέση της ρωσικής πλευράς, ενώ η ουκρανική πλευρά έχει τις δικές της θέσεις. Από την πλευρά του, ο εκπρόσωπος του Κρεμλίνου, Δημήτρη Πέσκοφ, δήλωσε ότι είναι πολύ νωρίς να αποκαλυφθεί οποιαδήποτε σειρά πιθανών συμφωνιών μεταξύ Μόσχας και Κιέβου για την επίλυση του πολέμου στην Ουκρανία.
Ακολουθούν ομογενειακές ανακοινώσεις.
Αγαπητοί φίλοι και φίλες, με μεγάλη μας χαρά σας ενημερώνουμε ότι και φέτος γιορτάζουμε ακόμα μια χρονιά δράσης και προσφοράς στην ομογένεια. 35 χρόνια Cosmos FM. 7 Μαρτίου, η πρώτη ημέρα της οικονομικής μας εκστρατείας. Στόχος μας $75.000. Χρήματα που είναι απαραίτητα για την παραμονή μας στη συχνότητα των 91,5 στα FM. Στηρίξτε μας οικονομικά στο 718-204-8900 και στην ιστοσελίδα μας www.cosmosfm.org για την ελληνική φωνή, το ελληνικό ραδιόφωνο, το δικό σας ραδιόφωνο Cosmos FM. 35 χρόνια Cosmos FM. 7 Μαρτίου, η πρώτη ημέρα της οικονομικής μας εκστρατείας. Σας θέλουμε όλους μαζί μας.
Κόσμος FM, το ελληνικό κοινοφελές ραδιόφωνο.
And we're back. 718-204-8900 is our number here. Give us a call. In honor of Women's Month, I want to honor some women in my life that they have been influential to who I am today. My yaya, both of them, sorry. One of them had to raise 9 children on her own because Papu was killed by a little rock in the Chorió. And she had to leave the Chorió with 9 children and raise them to be great men. One of them was my dad. The other one, my mom's mom, Yaya Eleni, she had to leave her Chorió after the World War II because of domestic abuse. Papu had gone to Albania and had lost his mind, and he was beating her up. So she raised 3 children, including my mom. My other extraordinary woman is my mother. She's been my strength. She's been my backbone. I'm sorry. I apologize. And she's everything to me and the 2 boys. And I was blessed in my life to have a second mom, which I lost, Beatrice Duvray, that she guided me through a lot of things, and she supported me when my mom moved back to Greece. And I have been very blessed to be surrounded by a lot of young women here at the station for all these years. I feel that I have nurtured them and they have supported me. And right now I can think of, so many. Amalia Goro, who started with Amalia, Vivi, Alexandra, Anna Giannopoulos, Natasha, and now I have my right hand, Anastasia, and Vicky Tsavalias. So I feel very blessed that I have all these women, that they have influenced my life, and that I honor them tonight, and I dedicate this program to them. I want to say that your support is very important to Cosmos FM. Cosmos FM is unique. It's the only daily bilingual program in USA. And I believe in the whole world, because I don't think any other radio program is supported by its members, and the programming is produced by volunteers. Our volunteers include journalists, doctors, professors, teachers, actors, musicians, even a reverend father, if you don't know. No other program has so many voices. And if you like what we do, keep us strong. Your support empowers this voice. It's unique programming, it's diverse, it's universal, and our programs enlighten you, educate you, and inform you. So give us a call, 718-204-8900, and I apologize for the tears and the emotions. 718-204-8900.
Σαν Ανατολή και σε φεγγάρι σε ζητάω, και τα στολίδια μου στο στήθος μου κρεμάω. Το μαγικό μου το καθρέφτη το ρωτάω, αν είναι η πιο όμορφη για σένα που αγαπάω. Αχ, κινδυνεύω, αχ, κινδυνεύω, δεν με μαζεύω, δεν με μαζεύω. Σκορπάω μπροστά σου κι όλη γίνομαι δικιά σου. Φώτιες ανάβω, φώτιες ανάβω, και σου χορεύω και σου χορεύω. Και γυρνάει η νύχτα και για σένα με εξοδεύω. Σου το πέπλο μου τραβάω, κι όλα τα πρέπει μου στη θάλασσα πετάω. Καημού στο τέφι μου για χάρη σου βαράω, σου τραγουδάω και τον έρωτα μεθάω. Αχ, κινδυνεύω, αχ, κινδυνεύω, δεν με μαζεύω, δεν με μαζεύω. Σκορπώ μπροστά σου κι όλη γίνομαι δικιά σου. Φώτιες ανάβω, φώτιες ανάβω, και σου χορεύω και σου χορεύω. Και γυρνάει η νύχτα και για σένα με εξοδεύω. Δεν με μαζεύω, δεν με μαζεύω. Σκορπάω μπροστά σου κι όλη γίνομαι δικιά σου. Φώτιες ανάβω, φώτιες ανάβω, και σου χορεύω και σου χορεύω. Και γυρνάει η νύχτα και για σένα με εξοδεύω. Αχ, κινδυνεύω, αχ, κινδυνεύω, δεν με μαζεύω, δεν με μαζεύω. Σκορπάω μπροστά σου κι όλη γίνομαι δικιά σου. Φώτιες ανάβω, φώτιες ανάβω, και σου χορεύω και σου χορεύω. Και γυρνάει η νύχτα και για σένα με εξοδεύω.
And now that I feel better, I want you to give us a call, 718-204-8900. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. 35 years, we exist because of you. We produce the programming because of you. If you were not listening to us, we wouldn't have any reason to be on the air. So, all the programs that are produced, they are prepared with the utmost respect for all of you. And during the year, I do enjoy talking to every one of you. And it's a personal relationship. You know why? Because we come into your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, into your car, or even in your office. So there's nothing closer, I believe, as a media than the radio. Actually, I've been listening to the radio since I was a little child, and we had a small kitchen in Athens, and we had a transistor radio, and we were all gathered together closely with each other just to listen to the radio. So radio actually is magic, and it exists because of you. Give us a call, 718-204-8900. I know we have a couple of more nice songs. We can go to the next song while we get some calls. 718-204-8900.
ίδια φορτία. Σκοτάδι στο νου και στο αίσθημα σκόνη. Για μένα κανείς σε κανένα βαγόνι. Για μένα κανείς σε κανένα βαγόνι. Είμαι μυστήριο τρένο. Δεν θέλω να έχω επιβάτη. Ό,τι έχω αγαπημένο αποδεικνύει τα πάτη. Είμαι μυστήριο τρένο. Μας αγαπάω στο τέρμα. Κι αν στον κρεμό σου πηγαίνω, τότε ας πεθάνω για σένα. Τότε ας πεθάνω για σένα. Πονάει να θέλω το άπιαστο πάλι. Πονάει που δεν έχω καρδιά απατσάλι. Από μόρφα χείλη πονάει το ψέμα. Γι' αυτό φίλησέ με και μη πεις κανένα.
718-204-8900, and as we're going to close this program tonight, I want to thank Sammy and Demi from Ridgewood, New Jersey, $50. Charles Kirianis from Manhasset, New York, $100. And Joanne from Bayside, New York, $25. I want to thank you for your support. Continue to call us. We have a long way to go to reach our goal, 75,000. As you know, this is for the airtime fees. And I want to thank Vicky Tsavalias for standing by to answer the phones and to do everything else. And also Anastasia Thanasula, my girl, which is all over the place, and now she's doing the console and tonight's program. Thank you all. Have a good evening. Stay tuned tomorrow, 7 p.m. and join us at 91.5 so we can continue fundraising and interesting programming. Καλή νύχτα.
Το σημερινό πρόγραμμα ήταν μια προσφορά των εταιριών
Αντένα ΣΑΤ, το ελληνικό κανάλι στην Αμερική. Όλες οι τελευταίες ειδήσεις από την Ελλάδα και τον κόσμο. Ψυχαγωγικές εκπομπές, ελληνικές σειρές και το ελληνικό ποδόσφαιρο. Ο Αντένα ΣΑΤ είναι διαθέσιμος από το Greek Elite Pack της Dish με πολλά ελληνικά κανάλια σε ολόκληρη την Αμερική από την Dish.
Στην Investors Bank, στόχος μας είναι να βλέπουμε τις επιχειρήσεις σας να προοδεύουν. Είτε χρειάζεστε δάνειο για να ανανεώσετε τον εξοπλισμό σας, είτε credit line, είτε χρηματοδότηση για αγορά ακινήτου, η Investors Bank είναι εδώ για να σας βοηθήσει. Πληροφορίες στο 855 422 6548 ή στο διαδίκτυο www.myinvestorsbank.com. Investors Bank. Banking in your best interest. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS ID number 41179. Terrace on the Park. Ο χώρος για τις κοινωνικές σας εκδηλώσεις με θέα όλη τη Νέα Υόρκη. Το Terrace on the Park προσφέρει υψηλής ποιότητας υπηρεσίες προσαρμοσμένες στις δικές σας επιθυμίες. Εμπειρία, υπηρεσίες και εγγύηση για οποιαδήποτε δεξίωσή σας. Terrace on the Park. Στο Flushing. Τηλέφωνο 718 592 5000.
This broadcast of Cosmos FM is paid for by the Greek American Educational Public Information System, Incorporated.
Η συχνότητα του ελληνισμού στη Νέα Υόρκη. Cosmos FM.